Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In the last few videos, we discussed the Infosys Capgemini Cognizant interview question. Today we are going to discuss a Deloitte interview question for the automation engineer for experience 1 to 7 year. In this question, there are the Selenium question, Java questions as well as manual questions also present. So let's begin. So in this interview, we will discuss the round one interview question. Basically, for the Deloitte interview questions, there was a two round one and round two, and the last is the HR round. Today we are going to discuss the round one interview question, which is a technical. And here you will say there is a Selenium with Java interview question, manual question, and the SQL question. These are the questions which asked in the round one question, and this is a technical round. So the first question is, explain about yourself and your role and responsibility. Here in the when the interviewer asks explain about yourself, here we have to give the quick introductions about ourselves, like hello, good morning, good afternoon. I am Pooja. I am from Nashik, Maharashtra. Previously, I worked as a software tester in ABC at Pune. Means here we can give the any place which belongs to you. Then we have to tell them that about our studies. They like I have completed my master in the computer in 2009 and have completed degree in the computer science from XYZ University. After that, we have to tell them our experience that I am having a 3, 2, 1, 5, 6 year experience in automation as well as manual testing. Then we have to tell them our tools, our language, which language we use. Like I work in the test automation using tool like Selenium, TestNG, JUnit, and I'm comfortable writing script in the language such as Java, TypeScript, Python. Like this, we have to tell our quick introduction to the interviewer. Then we have to tell them like a role and responsibility. So after giving the quick introductions ourselves, we have to tell them like coming to my role and responsibility. They are like write a test cases and a test scenario based on the requirement, user stories and the specification. This include like functional and the non-functional testing. Create the test case documentations, manually execute test cases in a different environment like development environment, staging environment and the production environment to verify that the application meets the requirement. We have to tell a responsibility like develop, maintain, and execute the automation test script using automation tools such as the Selenium, JUnit, and the TestNG. Then maintain and update the existing test automation script as the application involved. Then run automated test on the different environment like different browser or different mobile devices and generate the its state report. Then perform various type of testing such as functional testing, usability testing, regression testing, acceptance testing, and the exploratory testing. Then identify the defect, inconsistency, or any issue in the application during the test execution. Then also we have to tell them like analyze and the report the test result, track defect, and ensure the bugs are logged and manage in the tool like Jira, Tracerate, Bugzilla. Then we'll log the defect into the bug tracking tool like Jira and the Bugzilla. Then we participated in the daily stand-up, sprint planning, and the retrospective meeting to discuss the process and the challenges. And the last, we maintain the test documentation, including the test cases, test plan, and the defect report. Like that, we have to tell them our in quick introductions about ourselves and the role and the responsibility. Then the next question is, write a Java code to reverse a string while preserving the white space. Means here we have to write a Java code which preserve the white space. Means white the program places the non-white space character in the reverse order while keeping the space in the original position. Means the string contain the white space, we have to keep these spaces in the original position. So for that, first we take a input string like hello world. First, we take the input string as a hello word. Then we get the length of input string. in the length variable. Then we will create the character array called the result with the same length as a str length. Then we have to iterate over the string str and copy the all non-face character into the result array at their respective position. Here we are using the for loop for that to iterate the over the array, and here we give the one condition that if str dot character of I equal to is not equal to white face, then it will store the result of I. Then we will iterate over the string str again, but this time we will copy the all faces character into the result array at their respective position. Then we reverse the result array by iterating over it from both ends and the swapping each character with its corresponding character on the opposite end. And at the last we will convert the result array to a string using the string constructor that takes character array argument and then return the resulting reverse string. In this way we have maintained the white space. I hope you understand this program. Means first we have to give the input string, then we have in the length variable it get the length of the input string, then we have to create a character array called the result with the same length as the str. Then we have to iterate over the string and copy the all non-face character into the result. Here we are copying the non-face character, and the for the again for loop here we are copying the all space character into the result, and the last for loop is for the reverse the result array by iterating over it from both ends and swapping each character with its corresponding character. And at last we convert the result array to a string using the string constructor that take a character any argument. Now moving to the next question. The next question is, here we have to tell the second largest salary of the employee. When there is a question asked about the SQL, the commonly question asks the first largest salary, first three salary, last three salary, last salary. That type of question is the asked about the SQL. So here we will move to our question that we have to find the second largest salary of the employee. For that we will write select distinct. Here we are taking the distinct to ensure the unique salary values. Salary from employees order by, we are using here order by salary to arrange the salary in the descending order. Then we will give the limit. Here we are using the limit to skip the highest salary and the return the second highest salary. In this way, we find the second largest salary of the employee. We will give the listing to ensure the unique value of the salary. Then we are here use the order by to arrange the salary in the descending order. Then we are taking the limit one, offset one means it skip the highest salary and return the second largest salary. So guys, in this way we find the second largest salary. Now we will move to the next question. Guys, I have combined the 2000 plus interview question and its answer. So if we have to download these notes, so go through the my profile. I am giving my profile link in the description box as well as comment box. If you have to download, then please go through this link and download it. The file content means Selenium interview questions, Selenium plus manual interview question, 2000 plus interview question which contain the Selenium manual plus Java question. Also there is a interview question answer with API and the RestAssured. Here we API and RestAssured questions means it cover the all basic about API and RestAssured through the question answer. Then there will be the Java interview question answer and the manual interview question. If we have to download or if you have to if you want this question, question set. So go through my link. I am giving this profile link into the descriptions and the comment box also. Now move to the next question, and the next question is explain the concept of the join and list the different type of join available in the SQL. So what is join? Join in SQL is used to combine the row from the two or more table which based on the related column between them. Now we will see the type of join in the SQL. So the first is a inner join. It will return only matching row from the both table. Then there is a left join. Left join means it returns all the row from the left table and the matching row from the right table. Then there is a right join. Right join means it returns the all row from the right table and the matching row from the left table. Then there is a full outer join. It returns the all row from the both tables. Then there is a cross join. Cross join means it returns the all possible combinations. Also we said the Cartesian. And the last is a self join. Self join return the means it join the table with itself. In this way we have seen the concept of join. So what is join? Join is used to combine the row from the two or more table based on their relation between them. And the different types of joins means inner join, left join, right join, full outer join, cross join, and the self join. Now move to the next question of what is link hash map, and here explain it uses. So basically link hash map is a class in a Java which is a part of the java.util package. Link hash map is a implementation of the map interface that maintain the insertion order of element. Unlike hash map which does not guarantee any specific order of element, link hash map preserve the order in which key value pair were inserted. It extends the hash map and maintains the doubly linked list across its entry. So I hope you guys understand that what is link hash map. Link hash map is a class which implement the map interface, and here link hash map maintain the insertion order while hash map not maintain the insertion order. Now we see its uses. So uses of the link hash map means it preserves the insertion order. When maintaining the order in which element were added is important, so that time we use the link hash map. And maintaining the predictable iteration means it is useful when we need to predictable iteration order for reporting, logging, or UI. So in this way we uses the link hash map. Now move to the next question. Before moving to next question, we have to tell them here difference between the link hash map and the hash map. So in the order basis, hash map has no guarantee that it maintain the order, but link hash map maintain the insertion order. Performance wise, hash map is a slightly faster than the link hash map, and internal structure means hash map uses the hash table only, but link hash map use the hash table and the linked list. Link hash map is useful when we need a predictable iteration order while retaining the benefit of the quick loop. It is ideal for the applications such as catching, ordering, and the processing, maintaining the sequence. Now we move to the next question there, and the next question is what is black box testing and the white box testing. So black box testing means it is a software testing approaches the examine the functionality of the application without looking its internal code structure and the implementation detail. And the key point of the black box testing that the tester does not need the programming knowledge. It focuses on the what software should do rather than how it does. It based on the functional requirement and the specification. It identifies the issue like incorrect functionality, usability problem, and for performance wise. There are a different technique used in the black box testing like equivalent partition, boundary value analysis, and state transition testing, use case testing. Equivalent partition testing means dividing input data into valid and the invalid group to test the representative value. And the boundary value analysis means it testing the value at the boundary range. State transition testing means it evaluating the how the application move between the different state. And use case testing means testing based on the Real world uses scenario. Advantage of black box testing means tester does not need any programming knowledge and effective in the detecting the missing functionality. But also we discuss here the disadvantage of black box testing. Black box testing means there is a limited test coverage as the internal structures are unknown and difficult to identify the root cause analysis of the defect. Also, example wise, testing a logging page whether the tester inputs valid and invalid credential and check if the access is granted or denied correctly. In this way, we have to tell them what is black box testing. If the interviewer asks what is black box testing, you have to tell his definition, key point about black box testing, advantage, disadvantage, and here was we have to give the small example. Now move to the second testing, that white box testing. So what is white box testing? White box testing is a testing means it approaches that examine the internal structure, logic, and the code of the application. Here, the tester has a knowledge of the source code and design the test case to the valid different code path logic branches. Key point about whiteboard testing, that the tester need programming and understanding the programming skill. It focuses on how the software works internally, then testing the logic path and the condition, and it based on the code and the structure. The technique which comes in the white box testing like statement coverage, branch coverage, path coverage, and the loop testing. Statement coverage means it ensures that every line of code is executed at once. Branch coverage means testing the each decision making path like if else statement. And the path coverage means it ensures that all possible paths in the code are tested. Now the advantage of the white box testing is high code coverage leading to the leading to throughout the testing. It helps optimize code by identifying the redundant logic. And the disadvantage of white box testing means it time consuming and the complex and it requires the programming knowledge. Now move to the example, that testing the if else statement inside the login function to ensure it correctly handle the different authentication scenario. So now, when interviewer asks that what is black box testing, what is white box testing, so we have to start this question like definition, key point about that testing, which testing types is include in the white box and the black box testing, is advantage, is disadvantage, and we have to give the one small example. Now move to the next question, and the next question is so different between the exceptions and the error. In Java, exceptions and error are the both type is a runtime issue that can occur during the program execution. So they are fundamentally different in terms of their causes, handling, and the impact of the applications. We see one by one that what is exception and what is error. So, what is exception? Exception is an event that occurs during the executions of program which disrupt its normal flow. Exceptions are typically caused by the problem in the program that can be handled, such as invalid input, file not found, or any network issue. The key characteristic of exception, that exception can be handled using try-catch block. It occurred due to logical on the runtime issue in the program. The program can recover after handling the exception, and the exceptions are the subclass of the java.lang.exception class. Common causes of exception, that it trying to access invalid array index or dividing by 0 or any file not found, invalid user input, null pointer access. The type of exception is check exception and uncheck exception. Check exception handle using try-catch block or declare using throws. In its example, right, I have existed SQL exception and file not found exception. And uncheck exception means also we call it runtime exception. It do not require the explicit handling but can be called optionally. And its example is null pointer exception, arithmetic exception, and array index out of bound exception. Now we see what is error. Error is a serious issue that arises due to the system level or environmental problem. Error indicate that something has gone wrong in the system itself, such as the memory exhaustion and the JVM issue. Key characteristic of error, that error are generally not meant to be handled in the code. As exception can be handled, error not meant to be the handle. Error occurred due to the system level issue like hardware failure or any memory leaks. The program cannot recover from the error, and the error also subclass of the java.lang.error class. And the common causes of error, that out of memory, stack overflow, JVM internal error, and the hardware failure. Type of error means out of memory error, and it occur when the JVM run out of memory. Stack overflow error, when the recursion goes too deep and exhausts the stack memory. Virtual machine error, it is related to the JVM. And the assertion error means when an assertion failed. In this way, we have seen the difference between the exceptions and the error. Now we move to the next question, and the next question is, so in the case of find element, its return type is a single web element, and the find elements return the list of web element. Find element return the first matching element, and the find elements meter return the all matching element. If there is no element found in the find element concept, then it throw the no such element exception. And in the concept of the find elements, if the element is not found, then it return the empty list. When we have to find a single element, that time we use the find element method. And when we have to find the multiple elements, that time we use the find elements method. Find elements method is means when there is an example of the find element date, it is used for locating the single login button. And the find elements method is used locating the all links which present on the web page. So we use the find element method when we need a single and specific element to find, and we use the find elements method when we have to find a multiple element and want to avoid the exception if element are missing. That time we use the find elements method. Now move to the second question, and the second question is, what is the difference between the implicit weight and the explicit weight? So implicit weight is a global weight which applied to the all elements present on the web page, and it tells the web driver to wait for a specific amount of time before throwing the exception if the element is not immediately found. And its syntax is driver.manage.timeouts. Implicitly wait dot duration of the second. And the next is the explicit wait. So what is explicit wait? Explicit wait is used to wait for a specific condition to be met before proceeding. It is applied only to a particular element and allow the use of predefined conditions such as visibility, clickability, or presence of the element. And its syntax is web driver wait equal to new web driver wait driver. Here we have to give the time, that is duration of second. Web element equal to wait dot until, and expected condition dot visibility of element to be located. And here we have to find the element with the help of by dot id. In this way we have seen the difference between the implicit wait and the explicit wait. So the next question is, write a Selenium code to automate a calendar web element. So for that, first we have to open a web page which contain the calendar date picker. Then we have to click the calendar input field to open the date picker and select a specific date such as the 15th of the December 2024. The first explanation of the code is, first we have to initialize the driver. The web page with the calendar is open, then we will apply the implicit wait. So now we will do the interaction with the calendar. For that we have to first click the calendar input field to open the date picker. Then we will navigate the desired month year by clicking the next button. Then we will select the specific day from the calendar by looping through available dates. Then we will select the date selection by locating the calendar days using find elements meter and click the desired date. Then for the verification purpose, we will get the selected date from the input field and print it to the confirmation the selection. And at the last we close the browser using driver.quit. In this way we locate the calendar web element. Guys, this code will send to the groups, telegram groups and the whatsapp group. If you have didn't join my whatsapp and the telegram group, please join this channel. I have given the telegram channel and the whatsapp channel link in the description box. You can join from then. Also I will share this program code to the in the community of the youtube box. So now move to the next questions, and the next question is, How would you fetch the text from the text box in the Selenium? We will see its answer, and the answer is, so in Selenium WebDriver, we fetch the text box from a text box that is input field using the get attribute value method. And here the step-by-step explanations of the code that we use the driver.findElement to locate the text box using the ID locator. Then we input the text into the text box with the help of sendKeys method, and then we retrieve the entire text inside the input field with the help of getAttribute method, and we will print its value in the control with the help of system.out.println method. In this way, we use getAttribute method to fetch the text from the text box. Now move to the second question. How do you enter the text in the alert using the Selenium? So in Selenium, interact with alert or pop-up is different from the interacting with regular web elements. To enter the text in the element, specifically in the prompt alert, Selenium provides the alert interface which allow us to handle the all type of JavaScript alert. And to enter the text in the alert, there are the a step to enter the text in the prompt alert. First, we have to switch the alert using the driver.switch to alert method. Then we use the sendKeys method to enter the text in the alert. Then we accept the alert using accept or dismiss it using dismiss method if needed. There are certain points we have to remember that use sendKeys method on the prompt alert to input the text, and it always ensures you switch to the alert using switch to alert method before interacting with it. And we can also handle a different type of alert, that is alert, confirm, and the prompt with method like accept, dismiss, and the get text method. In this way, we enter the text in the alert using Selenium. So for that, we are using the sendKeys method to enter the text in the alert, and there are the different types of alert like prompt alert, confirm alert, and the alert. And if we have to enter the text in the alert, that time we use the prompt alert. Now move to the next question. Here we have to tell the difference between the check and the uncheck exception. So first we see the what is check exception and what is the uncheck exception. So check exception means are the exception that are checked at a compile time, and this exception must be either caught using try catch block or declare in the method signature using the throws keyword. Now next is the uncheck exception. So uncheck exceptions are the exception that are not checked at a compile time and they occur during the program's runtime and do not need to be explicitly handled or declared in the method signature. And the example of the uncheck exception, that's null pointer exception, array index, out of bound exception, and the arithmetic exception. Now move to the next question. The next question is, if the XPath selects two elements on the web page, does find element throw exception? So the answer is no. If the XPath select two or more elements, the find element method does not throw any exception. Instead, it will return the first matching element from the list of elements selected by the XPath. So we will say the step-by-step explanation. So find elements method is designed to select only one element, and if the multiple element match the XPath, so it will still only return the first element, and it will not throw any exception because the presence of multiple matches. If no element are found, that time find element method will throw the no such element exception. But if the expert select two element, that time find elements method will not throw any exception. So here we have to explain the smoke testing and what is sanity testing. So basically smoke testing, also known as the build verification testing, and it is usually performed on a new build to ensure that the most important part of the application are functioning or not before proceeding the detailed testing is performed. It ensures that the core functionality of the application like logging, navigation, basic UI element work without any major issue. On the other side, sanity testing is a subset of the regression testing which focuses on the ensuring that a specific part of the applications is working correctly after changes like bug fixes or any updation. And In sanity testing example means in a web application, sanity testing might involve that verifying that a bug fix for a login functionality works correctly after a bug is fixed, and it also ensures that the specific feature like a new button or form work correctly after updation. In this way, we have seen the smoke testing and the sanity testing at its real-time scenario. Now move to the second question. The next question is what are the relative locator in Selenium? So basically locator are a feature which is introduced in Selenium 4 that allow us to locate the element on a web page based on the positions of element. Relative locator are useful when we want to locate element that is positioning related to another known element. Also, we want to avoid the writing long expert expression to locate element. That time we use the relative locator, and the types of relative locator that like to left top, to right top, above, below, and the near. In this way, we have seen the relative locators types and what is relative locator. Now move to the next question. Guys, I have prepared the 2500 plus interview question which contain the Selenium manual, REST API, Java interview question, which is definitely help to crack any interview. And this is my guarantee that with the help of this note, you can definitely crack any interview for the automation as well as the manual tested. Now we move to the next question, and these notes link I'm giving in the comment box as well as description box, so go through this link and download these notes. Now the next question is explain the challenges you face in your project. Some challenges like synchronization issue means when the element takes to more time to load, and due to this we face the synchronization issue, and other challenges face that requirement gathering and the understanding. The project requirement can be unclear, incomplete, or constantly changing, that this can be lead to the misunderstanding about what is expected result in the delivery. This is also challenges that we have to set we face. Time and resources means project face a tight deadline, especially when there is a pressure from client or stakeholder, and the limited availability of skilled resources can make it difficult to deliver high quality product on time. That also we said the these challenges that we have faced. What challenges you have faced in your project, guys? So please comment down this answer. Now move to the next question, and the next question is how would you pick the test cases for the regression testing? When we do regression testing, following aspects we have to decide that identify the critical feature that are core to the application functionality. Then test case related to the focus on areas where the code has changed, including bug fix, new feature, and the refactoring. So we select the high risk areas, test cases that are prone to defect. Then we include the test cases which frequently use the feature that are important to the user experience. Then we use the test cases related to the ensured coverage of the dependencies between the different modules. Then we include the test for the recently fixed bugs to ensure that don't reoccur. Also, we prioritize the test cases based on the risks, and we include it in the regression testing, considering the past failure and the critical business operation. Also, we use the historical data to identify the previously failed test cases for the retesting. In this way, we use these test cases for the regression testing. Now move to the next question. And the next question is if the both weight can be used, why to use implicit and why to use explicit. Basically, implicit weight means it is a globally weight which applicable to all the element present on the web page, and the explicit weight is a is related to the specific element which apply to the specific element. Implicit wait for the element to appear, where explicit wait for the specific condition. At a timeouts means implicit wait set a default timeout for the entire test runtime, while explicit wait set the timeout the specific condition. Implicit wait throw the no such element exception if the element is not found, and the explicit wait throw the timeout exception if the element is not made within the condition. So basically, when we have to apply the weight for a whole element which present on the web page, that time we use the implicit weight. And when we have to apply the condition for the specific or any particular element, that time we use the explicit weight. So guys, these notes link in the description box and the comment box. If you have to download these notes, please go through these notes. Guys, I have guaranteed that with that notes you definitely crack any interview. So please go through these notes. In this way, I have discussed the Deloitte interview question for the role of automation tester, which is also for the manual testing, which is also useful for the manual testing interview. If you like my contents, please do like, subscribe, and share it also your friends. Mm, Thank you guys. Please do like, subscribe, and share.